Welcome to Clover Kitchen. Today is all about strawberries. We are in full-blown strawberry season here in South Carolina. My name is Carol Hamilton. I'm a 4-H agent in Spartanburg. And today I'm going to show you how to process the strawberries that you may have grown or purchased at a farm, farmer's market, or grocery store. So I bought my gallon of strawberries and today I'm finishing processing what I haven't used. So the first thing that we want to go over is when you first buy strawberries, what are you supposed to do? Well, the answer is unless you're about to eat them or about to use them in a recipe, you don't want to wash them. So if you buy strawberries at the grocery store, at a farm, you want to refrigerate them, but you don't want to wash them until you're ready to use them. The reason is when you wash your strawberries with that cool water, you're introducing moisture to your berry, which is going to promote mold growth. And we don't want your berries to go bad faster than they already will, so make sure that you don't wash your strawberries until you're ready to use them. Today I'm using the remainder of the strawberries I have here, so I went ahead and rinsed them. And what I have here in front of you is I've laid the strawberries out to kind of dry them off on a paper towel before I start processing. And in this video, I'm just going to show you how to hull your strawberries, and then we're going to talk about how you would freeze your strawberries for use later in the year. So the process of hulling, the top of your strawberry is actually called the hull, is we're removing the greens. We're also removing a little bit of that woody character inside the strawberry that might give you a different texture when you're eating your strawberry. So what you're going to need, a cutting board, a paring knife, and there are a couple specialty tools for hulling strawberries. I just like to use the paring knife, and we're just going to insert the knife at the top of the strawberry at the tip and go around in a little circle. And our goal is to remove the least amount of berry as we can. And I picked a really big strawberry to show you. There's still quite a bit of that white, maybe even a little bit tougher material inside. And so depending on what you're going to do with your strawberries, you might want to remove just a little bit of that inside white material because that is a little bit woody. And depending on what you're making, you may or may not want that texture. So we have our hulled strawberry, and I'm actually going to freeze these strawberries. So we need to think in advance, what am I going to do with these frozen strawberries? And am I going to make a strawberry pie? Am I going to blend them for smoothies? Do I need strawberry slices? So the easiest time to process your strawberry or cut your strawberry is when it's still fresh. Once it's frozen and thawed, once you start cutting it, it becomes kind of mushy. So today I am going to quarter my strawberries, and that way I can use them for strawberry pie, or they'll blend really nice in a smoothie later in the year. So that's what I would like to do. But if I needed strawberry slices for something, this would be the time to slice it, not after they come out of the freezer. Also, it's better, unless you really need those whole strawberries, the benefit of cutting them into smaller pieces is it's going to take up less room in your freezer, and also it's going to allow the strawberry to freeze faster, which is going to keep it more intact. So I'm just going to, this is a really big one, so it's not quite a quarter, it's more like an 8. Put them into these little tiny pieces, and I'm going to lay them onto a cookie sheet. Now I've covered my cookie sheet with saran wrap. You could use parchment paper. You just want something so your strawberries aren't going to stick. And we're going to lay these out on the sheet. They're not going to touch each other. They can be close, but I don't want them to touch. And the reason we're going to do that is we're going to put those in the freezer for an hour to 4 hours, and that's going to freeze them, and then we can pull them all off and put them into a bag, and that keeps them from clumping in the bag. So when we go to use them, we don't have this big block of strawberries that we have to chip away at to be able to get what we need out of. It also helps evenly freeze your strawberries and prevent some freezer burn as well. So I'm going to work on these strawberries, and I'll show you my end result. Okay, and I think my tray is ready to go in the freezer. Again, I just have them spread out all over the tray, and I'll put it in the freezer for an hour to 4 hours. I don't want to leave it in too much longer than that because we want them to get bagged up. But I'll slide that in, let them freeze, and then we'll be able to pull them off, and they're not going to stick when I rebag them. Okay, it's been a couple hours. I just pulled my strawberries out of the freezer, and what we can do now is I'm just actually going to take my saran wrap and kind of shake my strawberries off, and as you can see, they're all frozen into individual pieces. I can just shake them into the center. I have my spatula here if I needed to scrape any, but I have a bag that I've already started with frozen strawberry slices or frozen strawberry pieces, and so I can just pour those frozen strawberry pieces into my freezer bag. Make sure your bags are rated for the freezer so you don't get any freezer burn. And I can continue this process until the bag is full or until I have enough strawberries. But as you can see, I can pull all the air out or push all the air out of my bag, zip it, and this keeps our strawberries in this nice state where they're not frozen into chunks. Like I said, I had already started a batch, and I could probably put about 2 more trays worth into this single bag. But I can pull these out throughout the year and use them for smoothies or baked goods. So that is how we freeze some strawberries. Let me know how you preserve your strawberries at home. I'll see you next time on Clover Kitchen.